what this is all pointing toward is seeing through the mechanism of experience. The reason our lives look like a big long trail of experiences, and that all our memories seem to create something that's called the past, and all our hopes and dreams seem to create something that's called the future, always here in the present, is because we're using the mind to create this sense of time, to create this sense of a doer, to create this mind-identified sense of self. It also can be a useful tool when it doesn't feel like the totality of who we are. So as we start to see through this cage of our own making, we realize, oh, I have this heart that is connected to everything and everyone. This felt sense of being that is just this. Just this. When we really let those words sink in, there's a sense of, yes, that is true. There's always just this. And when we get curious in the mind about, okay, what is this? What is this? Then that curiosity starts to loosen the grip of the one who's always talking. I used to refer to it as the ticker tape of thoughts. I always imagined that that's how my mind is. It's just spitting out stuff and I'm constantly reading it as if it's about me. It lets us sort of go, oh yeah, that's just the ticker tape. Don't need that right now. It's not about anything in particular. It's always running. There's always going to be thoughts there. You can go grab them whenever you want. And that gives us access to some other natural operating system components, like intuition. What happens if you just turn away? Imagine your thoughts behind you. You can't see them. You know they're there. But what if attention just gets put the other direction? What happens then? What if you just don't follow those thoughts? Then you can sometimes find a moment of peace, a little gap. And in that gap, that's where the journey of awakening really starts to begin. That's where yielding can happen. Or you can say, this is a mystery. And then the mind gets really still and really curious. And now we're using it at its most useful, best capacity. And the heart begins to open and goes, there's nothing to fear here in this mystery, this unknown. Yes, there will still be fear. But fear is an emotion that passes based on something that's arising. The way it gets locked into experience as things like anxiety, depression, the ongoing states, is this mind-identified sense of self. So what we're trying to do as we're taking this journey of doership, from doership toward non-doership, from a mind-identified sense of self, using these kind of rusted tools of a mind that's been, used as a hammer and a heart that's been used as a shield, we start to gently let those transform back into what they were when we were children. And my friend Eshwar has a beautiful saying about this from his culture. He grew up in the Caribbean. Once an adult, twice a child. So this curiosity is a childlike curiosity that we want to cultivate. This open-heartedness is a childlike curiosity. These things are pointers to that innocence, to that mystery, to that openness. And this is why gentle mindfulness is such a key part of the way I approach natural awakening. No need to transcend anything. No need to change anything. No need to be anything, to believe anything. All of those things can be helpful, and they can be pointers that lead us to this same thing. But none of them are necessary. In my own personal journey, the three really most useful things are curiosity, compassion, and gentleness to connect them. And with that combination, we can always turn toward the mystery. And we can take a conceptual mind and a sense of self that is composed of concepts, beliefs, ideas, values, and that junkie and dealer relationship. And we can go, hey, guys, look at this. Look what else we can do with the same apparatus. We can dive right into that mystery. And that is what the hero's journey is. Hero's journey is turning toward the mystery and allowing it to show us who we are in a deep, non-conceptual way. It's not an actual journey to anywhere. It's a journey out of the mind-identified sense of self to a non-conceptual knowing of who and what we are.